on my blade. Then let's go! Take a potion if you want to cast more spells. Let's see if you can ward off this.
You've no magic left. Drink a potion.
A bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go! Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go! Bit of poison on my blade. And let's go! point. See if you can ward off this. Someone went through here. In fact, I think I can see several different tracks.
I hope she didn't hide in this forest. Finding her here would be quite troublesome.
It is an ancient and holy forest. A powerful place. There must be a Nadai here. We should be careful.
We didn't want this fight. Why? Why?
In order to capture and extract from her what we need. To examine her. Dissect her, if necessary. You have done us a great service, guiding us directly to her.
Are you saying that...
Even if the creature has concocted some remedial potion, it is not the song we came for, but the bird. She leads the sorcerers of this island. She knows how they transform, and from where their powers originate. Our scientists think that the remedy is there, in their pseudo-magic, and in their mutation. Thank you for bringing her to us, and ridding us of the monster.
Do you think I'm going to allow you to manipulate me?
I don't think anything. Apologies, Excellency. But you are A bit of poison on my blade, and let's go!
Mercy, Your Excellency, I surrender.
How dare you ask for mercy after attempting an assassination? After revealing your conspiracy to me? You deserve nothing less than death.
I will not go down without a fight.
Bit of poison on my blade, and let's go!
Tianahak? She's unconscious. We need to bring her back to her village. She needs to be tended to. We should leave right away. Is she going to survive?
Yes, she will heal. They were not shooting to kill her. And we are resistant, you know. The bond empowers us. It gives us the vigor of animals, the resilience of trees. It's undoubtedly for that reason that your alliance is so interested in us. Tianahak, he does not mean to harm you. Please, let me...
What do you want from me, Ranaikse?
We were manipulated by the Alliance. We had no idea that they sought to capture you. We believed their fable of a miraculous remedy. We killed the man that wounded you. He will hunt you no longer. And their governor will have explaining to do.
I suppose I should thank you for having pulled me from their claws and bringing me here. And to have crushed the life out of a few of these parasites. There is indeed a remedy. But I doubt that I can do anything against this sickness that you describe. I don't know it. And I don't see how I could create a remedy that would heal it.
Perhaps you could try. We are desperate.
This remedy was prepared for a precise purpose. To heal those who escaped the claws of the Alliance. These monsters capture the Sinol Menoi and torture them, bleed them, put things in their veins. Those that do escape are in such agony that our care and comfort are not enough to mend them. That's why I made this remedy. Not for your Malikor. My people have never fallen prey to such sickness.
How can you be so sure? Perhaps it's your tremendous resistance that protects you from the sickness.
Perhaps. Enon mil frictimen protects us all.
Enon mil frictimen?
God of 1,000 faces in your tongue. The one and many who protects us and our island. They and we are tied and bound. As they are tied and bound to you. Their generosity to our people is infinite. But the crimes of the Renaikse enrage it. After all, perhaps your Malikor is their vengeance.
This is strange. The two tracks that we followed have led us to the same name. Enon Mil Frictimin.
The god of 1,000 faces. But I don't believe he is the origin of your sickness. He protects us. He watches over us.
Precisely. We know that the congregation came to this island long ago. A lot longer than we first thought. The Malachor could be a consequence of that first attempt to colonize. A curse cast at that epoch, brought back by the first defeated colonists. After all, is it not also the origin of the first guardians of the native legends? Either way, one thing is certain. If there is something, or someone on this island powerful enough to heal the Malachor, it is certainly him. We need to bring this news back to Constantine. Even if we don't have a remedy yet, he'll be happy to know that we've made progress. Ongos.
What do you want, Renaigse?
I must leave.
Bit of poison on my blades. And let's go! Let's see if you can ward off this fate! poison on my blade. Then let's go! Poison on my blade. Then let's go! Let's see if you can ward off this fate!
I need a bit of practice. I need a bit of practice.
on my blade. And let's go! Let's see if you can ward off the fate.
I need a bit of practice.
My dear cousin, come closer and tell me what brings you.
I wanted to inform you of our progress made in the attempt to discover a cure. As you advised, I followed the leads shared by our allies, none of which led anywhere. However, they both pointed in the same direction, towards a sort of god that the natives worship. They call him En-on-mil Frictiman, the god of many faces. He is very powerful and protects the island.
How can you be sure that it's not some sort of myth? Even a superstition?
I saw it with my own eyes take shape during a ritual. It is possible that the Malachor is the expression of its vengeance.
You are referring to the secret we unearthed. The entire continent is paying today for the errors of our grandparents. It is a terrifying perspective.
But if it were true, he must also be able to help us heal.
Katasak, my friend. I saw you flinch hearing that name. You were familiar with this being.
All of the Donegada know him, even in their flesh. He is Tirfredi. It is with him we make our bond, but I would be surprised that he is at the origin of your sickness. He is generous and only rages when attacked and wounded.
I fear that that is exactly what we did. Cousin, I know that I ask much of you, but I have no choice. You need to go and find this magical being. I won't survive for much longer. Beg him. Offer him all that he wants, but we must have this remedy. I need it.
I shall do all in my power, Constantine, I promise you. But I need to find a way to communicate with him. I was already sent to fight a guardian under that pretext, and it almost killed me.
There is a way so sacred that even we Donegada cannot use it. En-on-mil Frictiman decides. It is not I who judges your intentions. Go and find Glendan, the sage of the village council of Dorhagenadu. If he deems you worthy, he will guide you. To be able to speak with him, you must present this seal. It will prove that you are the friend of a member of the council.
I had no idea that such a talisman was required.
You have not yet been named Mal of your clan, Siora, daughter of Bladnet. When this has come to pass, we will give you a seal that allows you to give voice to your friends when visiting the council.
It is a symbol of great trust. Why are you awarding me this?
I do not wish to lose the soul who has put their life in my hands. And also, you have proven you are our friend back there in my village.
Thank you, Katasak. I will not forget this honor you bestow upon me. And thank you, dear cousin, for everything.
Come closer, good people. The cure is... You'll find all you need in our...
Welcome! It's such a pleasure to see you again. Have you seen any... Thank you for your visit. See you soon.
Come closer, good people. The cure
Karantz, do you need something?
I must leave you. See you later.
Oh, it's you, Onol Menawi! Bertir to mud, Onol Menawi. Do you want to see... You will always be welcome. Oh, it's you, Onol Menawi. Come and see. I'll receive beautiful things from our village.
Do it!
Hello, my name is de Sardet. I'm the legate of the merchant congregation. May I enter?
Good day, Legate de Sardet. No. This building is closed to Renaigse.
I am Siora, daughter of Bladne, daughter of Meb. My mother, the Mal of the Red Spears, was a member of the council.
All here remember, and the Wurst Tierse. She was a courageous Mal, but you are not yet Mal in her stead, and you do not carry her seal. I am sorry, Siora. I cannot allow you to enter.
I beg your pardon. I did not know.
Here is the seal of the Denegad Katasach, of the village of Wenchavier.
And so you are a trusted friend of the great healer. He must see your true face and find it worthy. Enter. You are welcome.
I give you warm greetings, Glendan. I am de Sardet, legate of the Congregation of Merchants.
Your merchant congregation sways me very slightly from my path. But you are a current of Katasach? His trust in you makes me stop and look at you. What brings you here?
I seek a remedy. My cousin, as well as many other people on our island, suffer from a terrible sickness. We think that only Enon Miel Frichtemann can help us find a cure.
Really? And Katasach sent you to see me?
He told me that the only way to meet with your god was to come and see you. You would judge our worthiness.
Judge your intentions? Yes, that I can do. But even if I should do this, you would have many trials to pass. For the path you seek to follow has only been tread but a very few times, and you are the first Renaigse to set foot upon it. We must begin where everything begins. There is a trial. The trial of water. It will show us the reflection of your soul.
What must I do?
You must go to a cavern and tell me what you see on the seal you will find deep in its center.
And this cavern is guarded, I suppose.
That is true. But the simplest solution is not always the best. It is a path with many forks. I hope you will prove that you understand the spirit of our people and our island. Go now. Show us your true face, and return purified by the waters of the cavern.
Can you tell me anything more about the role of the council?
We gather here at every long night, and every short night. During these nights, the clans are in disagreement and come here looking for wisdom of the council, and of course also the High King. Those who have complaints against their Mal may also be heard here, and find justice. And when important events take place, if the balance is threatened, then we also meet here, so that the wisdom of all might be shared, and that we might act as a same people.
What can you tell me about the sanctuary?
It is the most sacred place of the island. The hidden face, and still seen by all of you. Enol Mil Frichtemann. I protected these doors like my father before me and his father before him. And still none of—
Am I to gather that there has never been a High King in your family?
We are heads of the—
I see.
The heart of—
What can you tell me about your god?
That the word God is too small to— He is Tia Fradi in all and every— He—
I must leave. Goodbye.
Qua awelams.
You have spoken to Glendan as you wanted. What more can I do for you?
I was asked to pass the trial of water. What do you know about it?
I have never— It is—
Do you have any advice to give me?
Oil. One way, but I know anything.
Nothing else. Thank
Good luck.
blade. Then let's go! This fate! Armor will no longer protect you! Protect you!
Siora, do you know anything about the trial that awaits us inside?
My mother passed it during the last election, but it was Vinbar that was elected in the end.
Did she tell you about it?
A little, but it is a secret trial. It is important that you give your whole heart to it. I know that you must choose your path in your way. Combat is not necessarily the best response, even if it allows you to get to where you are going. If you are confronted with animals, remind yourself that they must feed. And there are ways of altering food to make those who eat it fall into a deep and peaceful sleep.
Is that an idea that your mother used? It's clever. Thank you.
Look, they're eating the old carcass. If you poured some sleeping potion on it, they'd fall asleep. You did it. They're sleeping. We should be able to pass without a fight.
This room is full of beasts that the natives call dorsentats. They seem to be resting. Perhaps we can pass without waking them if we move silently.
I need a bit of practice.
Watch out, Anadai! You were freezing and you had this empty stare. The water in the basin spoke to you, no?
Yes. Exactly like the lightning-struck tree. I was something else for a brief moment.
Tell us. Visions like this are guides, keys for the sacred rituals.
I was in the sky. I was floating, carried by the wind. And it was a cold feeling. I was high up, and it was getting colder and colder. I felt my blood freezing in my veins. I fell to the ground and spun slowly. And then the sun warmed me. Suddenly I bounced on the ground. And I was taken by the bubbling current of this creek. Then, just like before, the vision dissipated. And I was suddenly with you again. This stone bears the image of a storm, or perhaps the wind. On this stone, the sun is visible. The drawing on this stone makes me think of fire. This drawing looks like an infant. Could it represent... Here this looks like a snowflake. The snow, or maybe... This stone is adorned with the etching of a drop of water. This stone is blackened, eaten away. I think it's supposed to evoke death. This stone is adorned with the etching of a drop of water. Here this looks like a snowflake. The snow, or maybe ice. This drawing looks like an infant. Could it The drawing on this stone makes me think of fire. I'm certain. I must have lit the candles in the wrong order. Evidently, I shouldn't have lit this candle. Evidently, I shouldn't have lit this candle. I must have lit the candles in the wrong order. This stone bears the image of a storm, or perhaps the wind. I already lit this candle. Here this looks like a snowflake. The snow, or maybe ice. I already lit this candle. I must have lit the candles in the wrong order. Evidently, I shouldn't have lit this candle. Evidently, I shouldn't have lit this candle. I must have lit the candles in the wrong order. I need a bit of practice. This must be the seal that Glendan spoke about. It looks like the silhouette of the mountain of Tearfredi, and a face is drawn within it.
The spirit of the volcano. One of the faces of Einon Míl-Frichtemann.
Bertir to mad on Olmanawi. I congratulate you for passing the trial. Enter.
And so you have returned. Can you tell me what the seal deep within the cavern brings into your mind?
A face in the mountain of Tearfredi.
Then you have seen the true face of the island when looking into her waters. And the island has seen inside you. You sent the beasts into a deep sleep. That was very clever. Another before you did the same. In choosing the path of silence, you avoided confronting the dosantats. Finally, you have completed the ritual. And in so doing, the Guardian recognized you as a wise man. You choose to trust the way of rules and wisdom. It is a difficult path, but it carries generous fruits. The island has seen your intelligence and also your compassion. The friendship of Katasach towards you no longer surprises me.
Am I authorized to encounter Einon Míl-Frichtemann now? To present him with my request?
If the High King agrees, yes. We shall not oppose that decision. Only a High King or High Queen is allowed to open the sanctuary. I warned you. Your voyage is far from over.
I suppose that I'm going to need to convince them as well. Where can I find them?
I do not know. And I believe that it may be another trial on your path to find the one you seek.
Is he hiding? Has he been captured?
He disappeared several months ago. Since then we have not heard from him. He was worried about the Renaigse. The last people to have seen him, I'm told, were the most important chiefs of the clans here at the council. There was Deirdre, Blatnid, Ulan, and Dunkas.
My mother, alas, can tell us nothing more.
Yes, I heard about your loss, Siora. And divorced Tirce. Mourning is a difficult time to pass.
And divorced Tirce. Thank you, Glinda.
Deirdre is the Mal of the clan of the Storm Warriors. You will find her in the village of Vedlug.
I've already met her. She sent me to confront a guardian.
That sounds like her. Ulan is the Mal of the village of Vignamri, near the coast. It is said that he welcomes the Renaigse. As for Dunkas, he leads the Vigigidor. He is the chief of the Earth Healers. His village is not very far from the Didekid and Nadages.
Very well. I will go and see them. Try to find this High King. Thank you, Glendan.
Kwa'awalamseg. I hope that you will find him.
Karans, I need to talk to you. I have to ask you for another favor.
I'm listening, Siora.
Do you remember the mine shakers in my village?
Yes. If I understand correctly, there was some kind of an agreement made with them.
Even though these priests would make good allies against the Lions because they hate them as much as we do, my mother would never have traded the spirits of the people of the village in exchange for their help. And she would have wanted to be buried according to our rituals. She was deeply attached to our traditions.
So you think that they're lying?
Yes. And you understand these Renaigse better than I do. Will you investigate this matter with me?
Of course. Let's go.
Hello, my child. What a pleasure to see someone come to us with such... Do you want to hear the word of Saint...
Not really, Father. My name is Desarde.
Nice to meet you. What can we do for you?
We would like to know more about the agreement you supposedly sealed with...
I do not see how our agreement concerns the congregation. But we swore to provide this village with all our support in their fight.
In exchange, its inhabitants will have to renounce their...
My mother would never have made such an...
The Queen had understood that the light... It is for this reason that we have accepted to seal our agreement.
She had an engraver come to Val Ristal.
I do not believe a single word of this. You
would do well to hold your tongue, young lady.
By not respect...
Because you think that...
Siora.
That is an excellent idea.
Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go!
Take a potion!
Here's the stone we were looking for. It is destroyed. Strange.
This stone was damaged on purpose. We will never know.
There may be a way. Promises in stone. Those who want to make these agreements must turn to a keeper of promises. There are but a few. We did not have one in our village, but he must be the one who engraved.
I thought you could not write.
Those who want to seal a promise, tell them to write and... Strange. It looks like no one's there, but the door's left open.
Empty. Everything is broken and turned upside down. A sculpted engraved stone. What happened here?
It seems like there was a fight.
Someone went through this work.
The owner must have left in a hurry. Taking a few things and...
Unless someone else did this.
Do you know where he might be?
This engraved stone bears the mark. Do you remember him? Karadeg originally belonged to this clan.
Let's go to Vigigador, and we'll...
What brings you here on Manawi?
We're looking for Karadeg, the Keeper of Promises.
Did he come back to your village?
He did come, and then he left. We could not take him back.
Do you know where he might have gone?
He feared someone or something, and he wanted to hide. He must have left for the woods, south of here. He knows the area well.
Did you exile him? Why?
He taught that and hide. Is there any...
I must leave. Goodbye, Dunkus.
Qua Awalums.
Oi, Doig! I have items you might like. Oi, Doig! I have items you might like.
It is Karadeg. He's over there.
Signora, Bertir Tumad Donegad. What are you?
These strangers are my friends.
What do you want?
Tell me about your role as Keeper of Promises.
Most words must be free, but some words must survive. Those who want to become one must win the trust. Then they teach us.
So you're a kind of cleric?
Do you want to know anything else?
We would like to ask you about a stone you supposedly engraved.
It is the stone of the Renaigs, isn't it? I did not like them, but I could not refuse to. And now that she is no longer...
It is because you are the last person to know what was engraved.
I kept the piece of tree bark in...
With this tree bark, we could verify what my mother promised.
No, Donegad. Renaigse only bring us trouble. I do not want to deal with them ever again.
I understand your fear. Take some time to think.
Renaigse.
We would like to talk once more.
I told?
In that case, maybe we should tell the priests...
Why would you do that?
I cannot believe you would say that.
That he'd rather let his village fall into their hands than help us. He leaves me no choice.
Here, take this damned...
What do these glyphs say?
That we will... It is Karadeg. He's over there.
Siora!
What? Tell me about...
What's those who... Then...
So you're a...
Do you want...
We would like to...
And now...
It is because... Quit the street.
No. Rina... I do not...
I understand your...
What brings you here on Almanawi?
We found Karadeg. You were right. He was
I know him well.
His life is in danger. Some priests from Teleme...
So they are the... I know. But my being chased by the Renaigse probably only stirred up his anger.
You wish to create balance between your people and the Renaigse, don't you?
Indeed.
But how can there be balance if all those who oppose your vision are simply pushed...
I did not push him aside. He is the one who left and...
And yet, he kept the symbol of your clan with him.
I must be capable of maintaining peace.
Thank you, Dunkus.
Is there anything else?
I must leave. Good...
Qua Owlums.
Renaigse, you have returned.
We would like to talk once more about the
I told you that I did...
You wanted to go back to your original clan, didn't you? You were hoping that he is prepared to do so. He simply hopes that you will put...
When I left, I thought Donkus was... I was hoping to fight them with Bladnid. But... So... I might as well go back home, here. I hope that it will help you to chase these and I did not think I would say this.
What do these glyphs say?
That we will assist the priests in their war against the lions. And they must help us in return. There is nothing about the spirits of the people of the village, or renouncing our traditions. I knew they were lying. Let's show this to Isildt. Siora, Asir, Bertir to Madison. What do you want?
Azeld, about this pact your mother supposedly...
Yes. Did you...
We retrieved the piece of tree bark that Karadeg used as a...
Siora, what's written on it? Mother promised to help them against the lions, and they promised. There's nothing mentioned about them settling here, and even less about them being entitled to... So they lied. I think it's high time they lied. I think so too. You lied to us. You took us for... Leave this village.
But... You are nothing but manipulators and liars, and you will leave this village by will or by force.
You dare to threaten us? Us, the MS... We will not abandon our sacred mission.
A bit of poison on my blade, and let's go! Let's see if you can ward off this fate! Let's see if you can ward off this fate!
I am glad I avenged their affront to our mother. Thank you, Onol Manawi. Thanks to you, we managed to chase away these lawyers. And we will be able to perform our rituals and give our mother back to the earth. Yes. Thank you. Our village is in your debt. Siora, I will need you for the ritual. Of course, Asi. Karans, do you need something?
How did you know that those missionaries were lying? After all, given the situation, your mother could have wanted to form an alliance.
I knew my mother well. We were close. She would never have renounced her beliefs to forge an alliance.
I think I understand. Your island, your culture, and your faith are so closely tied that you cannot renounce one without renouncing the others.
Exactly. The Earth talks to us because we believe in it. Without these beliefs, we would be but empty shell. I am happy to see anything else.
Why are you and your sister so different?
If you're talking about physical differences, they're linked to the fact that Iseld is not on Olmenawi. When we were little, we were perfectly identical. But our tempers were always different.
I have no trouble believing it. And I'm glad that out of the two sisters, it's the gentler one who is by my side now.
Gentler? Really? The lion soldier on the battlefield would not have agreed. Anything else?
I've never heard you talk about...
He was the doната.
What happened to him?
He was killed. My mother... Anything else?
I must leave you.
Karantz, do you need something?
I must leave you.